Welcome to part 19 of our Revealing the Hebrew Letters series. Today we're going to be talking about the 19th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It's the letter Qaf. So let's get right into it today. Let's look here at the letter Qaf. It's made up of the letter Quf, which is a different letter that we've already talked about, and a Zion hanging down very low. Now, it's said that the shape of this letter is the shape of a monkey with its tail hanging down. Now, you might be asking yourself, out of all the letters and out of all the great symbology in these letters, why in the world would God make a letter in the shape of a monkey? Well, let me break this down for you here. This is kind of the main focus of the letter Qaf. There's a lot of symbology to it, but here's the main focus of it. The Qaf, not to be confused with the Quf, like I said before, means wild, like that of a monkey. Now, everybody talks about monkeys being wild. They're hard to control. They're hard to tame. Once they get going, they mimic things. They're crazy, right? Monkeys are crazy. No matter how crazy things get, no matter how far out there and how untamable a person might be, God still has a hand on their life. God still has a hand in controlling the situation. And God leaves room even for the crazy things of this world to be tamed under His hand. And so this letter, the Qaf, that it means a wild or wild like that of a monkey, is seen as evil or impurity by some, in the Jewish sages would tell you that. However, this shows the redemptive side of God, that no matter how far out somebody might go, no matter how absolutely crazy it may seem, God can still save their soul. My mind has to go back to the Apostle Paul in his past when he was Saul of Tarsus and he was a persecutor of Christians. I think today that people could equate that with some of our most hated politicians and hated dictators of this world that persecute Christians and that hate them and that would put people to death, that kill babies and put Christians to death in other countries. And those people, if we could imagine them getting saved and set on fire for God and becoming apostles and prophets and fivefold ministers that would die for the gospel of Jesus Christ, that's how crazy the dichotomy is, that God can take even the craziest of people, even the worst of situations, and the righteousness of God can cover those people. And it doesn't matter how far gone they might seem, God is still in control and God can still use them for His purpose and His plan. So for those of you that may have children or family members or friends that are so far away from God right now, there is hope that even though they may be acting wild like a monkey right now, that God can take that situation and turn it around for His good and use them for His glory and for His purposes. Now, the form of the Qaf is a Quf and a Zion. Now, we see the redemptive side of God here in this letter Qaf and how He takes the most impure things or people and makes them into His royal priesthood. So there's a symbology here that I'm looking at of the letter Qaf with Kuf. I keep getting those confused. It's the Kuf, which is the letter 20, and that's the shape of the palm of the hand. And then you have the Zion, which is a sword. So you have the hand over the sword. And that's a representative of royal priesthood, of a warrior in God's kingdom. And so God can take the wildness and turn them into royalty. All right? So let's look at the letter Tzadi, which comes right before this Qaf. We talked about it last week. The Tzadi is a picture of a man laying on his side in total, complete surrender, humility to God. The Tzadi shows righteousness. It means righteousness, but also complete dependence on God. Now, it's interesting that that letter comes before the Qaf because if you look at the Qaf as impurity or evil, before that is the Tzadi, which is righteousness. So we see that God's righteousness overtakes evil. His righteousness covers the evil of this world and the evil people and the evil things of this world. Only the righteousness of Jesus Christ can save us through His blood shed. So the righteousness of God covers our unrighteousness. Now, the cough is about harnessing the hope that even the most wild people can be made for God, which leads me to the number in Hebrew gematria of the cough. It's the number 100. And I'm just now mentioning it because the number 100 means perfection. God can take the imperfect things and perfect them for His glory. 100 being a number of perfection. If you add some of the other numbers to that number 100, it takes that number and combines it with perfection. So we see the number 12, we always talk about it being a number of governmental order. Combine it with the number 100, you have the number 112, which is divine governmental order, perfected divine governmental order. And so we can see all of the connections here, how God connects all of these things. And I love all of these letters, how they connect. It's just a beautiful thing. I know I say that every week, but I just can't get over the beauty of God and His language. His word is true, it's righteous, and there's hope in Jesus Christ today. And the letter Kof teaches us that. Listen, I hope you're enjoying this series on revealing the Hebrew letters. God bless you. God bless your family. Until next time, we'll see you real soon. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring that notification bell so you can receive updates for when new content arrives. Also, be sure to visit our website at gbreaker.org. From there, you can learn more about Groundbreaker International, and if the Lord leads you to do so, you can sow a financial seed of blessing. Now, I would like to invite you to check out one of these other videos from Groundbreaker International's YouTube channel. Until next time, God bless.